Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. You wrote a statement to begin in this whole thing, okay, that is less than truthful. I want to give you the opportunity to write another statement. You can make it an apology letter if you want. You can put anything.
I just don't want to go to jail.
Okay. But the reason why I want to give you that opportunity is so that I don't confuse anything you've told me. It is your side of the story, handwritten out, okay, by you. Now, I can't
With
make
my
you do
side of
this.
the story of the truth, I just told you what's going to happen to me.
I can't answer that for you. I can tell you you're in trouble right now. You're not free to leave because of all this, because of everything that's going on. I'm not saying that you're going to jail right now, or even when we get done, okay? Because I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and talk to everybody. I don't know what else is going on around us other than Celeste is talking. So once we get there, then we'll move forward, okay? But you do want to write another statement, right? Telling me your actual side of the story. Do you?
I don't want to go to jail.
I know that.
And if I write that in a statement, I'm going to jail.
No, because what you told me is enough. But listen to
what do you mean? What do you want? What I told you is enough. Is enough not to send me to jail?
No. It's enough for you to be in trouble and go to jail. What you just told me, that's all. That you're in trouble. Does that mean you're going to jail? I don't know yet. Let me go out there and figure that out. But we've got to get your side of things. And I can either write it in a report, okay, and people can read that, or you can write it also in a statement. That way there's nothing I get confused. It's your side of the story, and it goes everywhere with this, whether you go to jail or not. A lot of people like to do it. Some people don't. I can't make you do it. I'm just trying to give you that option. Because right now you wrote a statement that's a complete lie, which is another charge. See what I'm saying?
But Celeste wrote a statement that was completely wrong too.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. She's in the same boat. Yeah, he handed me one from Celeste too. Yeah, she's in the same boat. We'll give her the same opportunity if she wants to write another statement telling us the truth. Then that's on y'all. I can't make you do it. I'm just saying. I think it'd be in your best interest to do it. That way, you can write it. I can go out there and start talking.
What? You're a police officer and a detective. You're not dumb. What charges am I looking at?
You're looking at accessory to all this.
No. This is why I didn't want you to tell the truth, because this is not.
You were looking at that before, Allie. Before you even told me anything. Okay.
At first glance, Alexandra Schreffler looked like a typical 21-year-old trying to navigate adulthood. But behind the casual lifestyle and reckless friendships was a dangerous pattern. She surrounded herself with people who lived on the edge of crime, people who believed robbery was just another way to make money. And on one summer night, that pattern would spiral into something far more serious than anyone expected. Because what started as a plan to steal drugs would end with a young man dead in a driveway.
I know you're witnessing this whole thing, but because we're talking to you in here, I'm just going to read you your rights, okay? And just go over this form. Doesn't mean you're in trouble. Doesn't mean you're going to jail or anything like that. It's just something I want to make sure we do.
Okay. I'm not nervous about going to jail or any of that because I didn't do anything.
There you go. There you go.
And if you need me to sign or do anything, I will. I'm trying to help them as much as I can, but I don't really know much.
Okay. Well, that's the best thing you can do right now.
And
anyway.
trust me, when there's a gun shooting at your house, I've never had it happen, but I don't know.
You want to cooperate anyway, right?
Well, I mean, not even that. I didn't do anything to be uncooperative about, but it's a lot. It's blurry.
But I mean, help us the best you can anyway.
Well, yeah, it's just confusing and blurry.
Well, I'm not trying to insult your intelligence or anything, but I'll explain this to you, okay? I know you finished high school, right? Okay. You been to college or anything? Okay, but you understand the English language? Okay. You're not under the influence of drugs, alcohol, or anything like that? Okay. These are your constitutional rights, and I'll read it to you, but you have the following rights under the United States Constitution. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements, okay?
Okay.
I understand all those rights.
Yes, sir. You said this was just to read to me, right?
Yeah. Just keep this in mind, okay? You're not a suspect or anything, but I just want to make sure because we're in this room and everything like that. So if you'll just initial.
He's my friend.
Yeah. Initial next to each one, just saying you understand it. Do you have any questions or you got all that?
No.
Okay. And then right here when you're done, just sign and then print your address, name, address, and all that. And just so I'm clear, Deputy Santiago, he gave me the paperwork that you signed. You don't have an issue with us going in and into the
No,
house, right?
as much. Listen, the only thing I ask is y'all are more than welcome to look in the back bedroom, or in there's another. You might want to call them and tell them there's another part to the house. I don't know if they're gonna want you in there, but it's in my bedroom, and you have to move the dresser. It's like an outhouse. There's nothing in there. Not that I know of or I'm aware of.
Okay,
but
I'll let them know.
The back room is literally the next door neighbor is the owner of the house, and all of that stuff in there belongs to her mother.
Okay.
It's all in boxes. She's gonna have a conniption fit. It's like if anything's broken.
Right.
But I don't remember the address. I just spaced again. 1956. So.
Yeah. You lived there a couple weeks.
I think I always put country, not county. Whatever. Road 16A. What'd you say?
You've lived there a couple weeks at this new place?
No, I've lived there longer than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but not of his Nana's knowledge. Green Coast Springs, Florida, 32043. When I moved out of Katie's house, I was gonna move into my boyfriend's house, but then my boyfriend decided he was gonna make me uproot my life just to be like, haha, I don't want to be with you.
Oh, nice.
So.
Nice. All right, we got all that done. All right, I'm just going over your statement real quick, so it's not too repetitive. All right. So why don't we? Okay, so who you been living there with?
Jordan.
Jordan?
Yes, sir.
Now, understand, I'm coming to this real late here, so I don't know the names of anybody. Yeah, they woke me up in the middle of the night, and I gotta try and I'm terrible with names anyway. I remembered yours just because I worked that case with you a while ago. All right, so you live with a Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
What's Jordan's last name?
Coleman. But he wasn't here or any of that. I don't know where he's at, honestly.
Okay.
I think he's in a party in Middleburg, but then again...
How old's Jordan?
20.
Is this your boyfriend, or is this
No.
just a friend?
Jordan's just my friend. But
is he a white male?
Yeah, his Nana owns the house.
Gotcha.
Not only was Coleman home at the time, but the robbery was his idea.
Makes sense now.
Yep.
Jordan's like my roommate, but he does what he wants. He's crazy loose.
And he wasn't there at all tonight?
No, sir. I don't know where he's been since, like, I got done babysitting around 5, and I walked home and he wasn't there.
5 in the afternoon yesterday?
And he doesn't have a phone, so good luck.
Okay. All right. And you said you've been living there longer than 2 weeks, though, right?
Yeah, since when I moved out of Katie's house, which would have been right after, like, honestly, like a couple, like April, May, the end of April, beginning of May.
Okay.
And it's July. Yeah, no, I moved in Kyle's the first week of May, end of April, and I was there for like 2-3 weeks, and then ever since I've been.
So May?
Yeah.
Right.
So since like May.
All right, so tell me about, so you said you were babysitting?
Yeah, me and Celeste were babysitting at her mom's friend's house. Some little boy named Sean, he's 5. She got off at 3.
Who did?
And the little boy's mom. We
Okay.
sat there and we waited, and then we were gonna walk, but then the little boy's mom ended up taking us there. We got to my house. We pulled a few GBs, honestly, and
Right.
then we went swimming in his Nana's pool, but don't tell her.
Right.
And then we sat there. We played Uno. We smoked cigarettes.
So back up. Is it 3 o'clock when she gets off work, she comes home?
Yeah,
mom?
she got off at 3 o'clock, and she
What
was
time
there.
did y'all go to start babysitting?
The previous night we were there. We stayed the night there.
You stayed the night, so not last night, but the night before.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all stayed the night. Where does this lady live?
By the ballpark in Green Cove.
Okay.
Like literally right across the street from the ballpark.
Okay. So
I don't really know this lady. Celeste is just my friend, and she was supposed to stay the night tonight because we were supposed to hang out this weekend. But
Celeste, your friend. So who was supposed to babysit? You or Celeste?
Celeste.
And you were just helping her?
Yeah, I was just with her, hanging out with her.
Okay.
Because she was supposed to stay the night at my house tonight.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. So y'all are over there, you're babysitting this 5-year-old. At 3 o'clock, you said? The mom comes home?
No. She got off work at 3, and she got there a little after 5.
A little after 5.
And then we went walking around, like, it was definitely before 6, but we didn't make it very far, and the mom ended up giving us a ride back to my house, which is where all that happened.
Right.
And then...
So what time do you think y'all got back to the house?
No later than 5:30. 5:30 at the latest.
I'm just trying to get a good timeline for how everything went. That's the best way we can get all this organized. Y'all got back to the house, and it doesn't have to be exact. I'm not going to hold you to it, but around 5:30.
Yes, sir.
All right, so when you got back to the house, who was there? What was going on?
Me, Michael, and the neighbor walked over.
Who's Michael?
Michael's just one of her little boyfriends. I don't think
Celeste?
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't have anything to do with this.
Well,
he's completely...
it don't matter. Whoever y'all were with, it doesn't mean I'm going to go knock on their door and ask them questions. It's just good that we know everything. That way.
Well, I don't know Michael's
That's fine. That's fine.
But it was me, Michael, and then the neighbor, and I don't know the neighbor's name either.
Okay.
But he walked over there to ask where Jordan was, and then he went home, and then he brought us back.
Wait, Michael?
No,
the neighbor did.
Michael was with us. Michael, when we got to the house, Michael was with us.
Okay.
So Michael is kin to right now me, Celeste, and Michael. And then the neighbor walked over to ask where Jordan was, and then I sent him home to get the GB and bring it back over. And then he never came back. Me and Celeste got in the pool. Michael went home.
Okay.
And then me and Celeste sat there. We were bored. We were going to go to a party in Middleburg that her ex-boyfriend Hunter was at and Jordan was supposed to be at. And then they never came and got us. Nobody never came and picked us up. And then we were
So y'all have no car or anything like that?
No, we don't have a car. We were just trying to find something to do. We were trying to have fun. We were so desperate that we were about to go drink with her mom. We were about to walk to her mom's house to drink with her mom.
All right. So Michael's with y'all. Y'all get there. Now, you said the neighbor comes over and y'all take a couple GB hits and then he goes back?
Yeah.
Okay. And what time?
You could leave that part.
Yeah, no, I'm not. That's why I'm not writing it down.
Okay.
It's no big deal. I used to smoke a bunch of weed too. The sheriff's office knows about it. It's no big deal. Okay. Everybody, a lot of people smoke weed when they're young. So don't feel uncomfortable talking about it. Unless you have it on you
I don't.
right
I'm
now.
No. That's
then
what the officer asked me. I was like,
okay.
no. I was like, there's TV at my house. I hope they don't target me for that. But
well, I doubt it. But I mean, you know better, right? I had to grow up. I had to quit. So you'll have to do the same thing too. So what time is it that all this kind of starts happening? How are you communicating with everybody when you're bored, trying to get rides and
Celeste's
all that?
phone.
Celeste's phone? Does she have it with her?
Mm-mm.
Where is it?
Dead.
Oh, it's dead? Okay.
I don't know what she did with it in the mess of things.
Really? Okay.
I mean, they'll find it in the house. I mean, I don't think she wants everybody going through her personal phone, but...
Right. No, I get it. Well, I'm just trying to figure out how... So, do you have a phone?
Mm-mm.
No? Just Celeste?
So.
Okay. Yeah. So, y'all are communicating with everybody through Celeste's phone? Trying to get to these parties or whatever, seeing if you can get a ride?
Well, I mean, yes and no. It wasn't like that. We were just trying to find somebody to hang out with. We weren't like... We threw the party idea away at 9 o'clock when they never came and got us. Okay. And we played Uno, smoked some cigarettes.
Played Uno, smoked cigarettes. All right.
And then around... My time's about to jump. Sorry,
That's
majorly. Fine. When I don't remember what time I hit Colton up, but I messaged Colton and I was like, hey, what's your number? And he sent me his number and then I texted him and he was like, who is this? And I was like, LOL, do you send everybody your number? At this time of night? You just send it to me. And he was like, just kidding, just making sure it's you. What are you doing? Where are you at? What do you want to do? I was like, I'm trying to hang out. What are you trying to do? He's like, are you home? I was like, yeah. He's like, is it your house? I was like, yeah, I have a roommate, but he's not here. Y'all are more than welcome to come. Who are you with? He never told me who he was with. He asked who I was with multiple times and I told him. And then around... he stopped talking to me for a little while, and then it got later, and he had called Celeste's phone and was like, what's up? What's your address? Send it to me. So I sent him the address. It didn't work. He called me back, and then he was like, I'm on 16. What's the address? The one you sent me, is it working? Is it county or country? I think, because I wrote it wrong.
Right, yeah.
And then never put the address in his GPS. I guess he drove by my house. I was like standing out inside the porch. He drove by my house like a few times, like stopped, backed up, like did some weird stuff. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm outside.
What is Colton Drive?
I think it's blue.
Uh-huh.
A blue Chevy Silverado.
Is it like
it's a dark color truck. Like I know what his truck looks like. I just don't know I don't remember what color.
What time do you think you sent a message or whatever or started talking to Colton? And what's Colton's last name?
I don't know how to pronounce it. It starts with an S.
Okay.
I want to say no earlier than 1, no later than 2.
In the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Between 1 and 2.
1 and 2?
Yeah. I don't have a phone, so it wasn't like I was like looking at time and stuff.
I got you. Like I said, I'm not gonna hold you to it exactly, but I'm just trying to get a general ballpark.
I know, I'm just trying to help as much as I can, and I don't want him, like, my friend just got shot, and I don't know who the fuck did it.
How old's Colton?
He's in college, so under 21, I think.
Okay.
Honestly, I think he's under 21, but I think he might be 21 because he went to the gas station to get beer.
Did he? Okay.
Unless I don't know who he was with.
Okay. So y'all's plans, he was going to go get beer and bring it back to your place?
That was never the plan. He drove by my house, and, like, I was on the phone with him, and he, like, backed up, and the phone died. I plugged it in the kitchen, and it started turning on immediately. Like, right. I walked out to the road or whatever, and then I walked back to the house. I picked up the phone, and it was on, and I called him back, and I was like, where'd you go? Like, I saw your taillights, like, I was out in the middle of the road. He's like, okay, stay in the middle of the road. I'm coming back. And I was like, well, where are you at? He's like, I'm at Kangaroo getting beer. It's 2 minutes. It's 10 minutes till 10. It was 10 minutes till 2. That's when it happened. Yes. That's when it happened. Sorry. I'm trying to piece things together. He was like, we're at the gas station getting beer because it's 10 minutes till 2. And I was like, okay, that's fine. What are you trying to do? I'm trying to get dressed. What kind of clothes do I need to put on?
Right.
He's like, I don't know. I guess we'll figure out when I get there. I was like, okay, well, Celeste's getting dressed. Do you want me to stand out in the road or do you want me to stand on the porch? Do you know where you're going? He's like, I don't care. And he hung up. And then I waited for like 10, 15 minutes and I called him back. And then I was like, where are you at? He's like, on your road. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go change. And he's like, okay. And then he pulled up into my driveway. I walked out and I was on the phone with him. I walked out the door. I kicked the door open because you have to kick it to open it. I was on the phone with him and he's like, I'm here. I was like, I know, I see you. And then he got out of his truck. He walked around the back. He like started walking up to the porch. Uh-huh. And only one person came from this way. And it looked like they started rumbling and fighting. No guns, no nothing. But I freaked out. I ran inside. I did not shut the door. I told Celeste to go back to the back bedroom. Like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. She started screaming and crying and she was scared because as soon as I said that, boom, a bullet went.
The target that night was Colton Scherer, a college student who occasionally sold small amounts of drugs to Alexandra and the people around her. That made him an easy opportunity. The plan was simple. Invite him over. Let him believe he was just coming to hang out. And once he arrived, take whatever he had. But crimes like this rarely stay simple because the moment violence enters the equation, control disappears.
He texts, or y'all are talking, he says it's 10 minutes till 2 because it's cut off for beer. He's trying to get some beer. And then you said it's about 10 minutes later, right, that he actually shows up at your house?
Yeah.
Okay. You're on the phone with him at this point. I just don't want to get all this mixed up. So he pulls up. Where does he pull up at your house?
In the driveway. He pulls up in the driveway.
Is he like right up? Is there a parking area? Is it a paved driveway? I haven't been out. It's rocks. It's just rocks. So people just pull straight up to the house, just straight in?
Yeah, okay. All right, this is, we're about to do a demonstration. This is the house. Yep. This is the porch. This is the driveway. Okay. There's a tree line. The driveway is about this wide. Okay. He pulled in. This is the house. This would be the back of the house over here. So this is the porch right here. There's a house part right here. He pulled in about right here to where his tailgate was with a body distance, honestly, from the bottom step. Okay. Like where the porch goes down. So he pulls right up the house. You know what I'm saying? Okay. He didn't pull up to the front part of the house. It was more towards the back.
And you're on the phone with him. You walk outside.
Yeah, I was on the phone with him.
And now walk me through what you see when you come outside.
I kicked the front door open. I was on the phone with him, and I was like, "Hold on, I'm kicking the door open." He said, "What?" And he's like, "I'm here." And I kicked it open, and I was like, "I know, I see you." And then he got out of his truck. I don't know if he turned it off or not. I don't remember. He got out of his truck. He walked around the back part of the truck, and as soon as he went to walk up on the stairs, someone came from this way. And then I I know that I saw more than 6 people in my yard. I know for a fact. Maybe I was just freaking out and seeing shit. Excuse my language,
no, you're
but
fine. Cussing is not going to offend me.
Okay.
You can cuss all you want.
Well, I saw someone come running from this way. They were drugged and dressed.
Now, when you say this way, if this bottle caps your house and this is the front porch, right? Again, right? They came from this direction, like from
like the road.
From like the main road. 16.
Yeah, like from the road. Now, I don't know if they were in a car. I don't know if they were on foot. It makes no sense that somebody would sit at my house on their fucking feet.
What does that person look like?
Who?
That ran up. Did you get a good look at him?
I don't know. I don't even know if he was black or white. I know.
Are you sure it's a guy?
I don't even know if it was a guy. I mean, I don't think anybody would have. I don't think a female would have attacked a guy. Like
now, when you mean attacked, how did that happen? How'd that pan out? Are y'all still on the phone, or have you hung up?
No, I hung up. Like, as soon as I saw him walk around the turn, I was like, I know, I see you.
Okay.
No, I was standing
or staying on the porch, and he's walking up.
Mm-hmm.
And about the time he gets to the bottom step, you see someone run up.
Yeah, but we got off the phone. I hung up as soon as I said, I see you.
Gotcha.
And he put his phone.
Okay. So he's just walking up. He gets to that bottom step, and when you mean somebody attacks him, help me understand. Are they tackling him? Are they? I mean, what?
Like it wasn't like somebody was robbing somebody. Like nobody went up with no guns. I never saw a gun, not one gun. I only heard gunshots. It looked like somebody was mad at him. Like they knew him. Like I know you. I'm about to beat the fuck out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thing. Like it didn't. I mean, I couldn't see Colton's face or that person's face, but I mean the way it happened. Like it looked like that was like somebody meant to do that.
Well, is Colton having any drama right now? Like, well,
I haven't hung out with him. I know that.
Facebook?
I know that. No, I don't really dramatize on Facebook. Like,
no, I mean,
I use it to
him.
communicate.
Does he? Have you seen anything on his page where people are threatening him?
This is the first time I've saw him since February.
Okay. Did these people? And you said you saw numerous people.
Key thing. I stopped hanging out with Colton because he sold cocaine.
Okay.
I don't want to be like a snitch or anything, but
you don't need
I stopped.
Here, let me tell you something about all that. Honestly, you're going to do Colton a big favor if you're honest about what he does and everything that he's involved in.
I don't know if he wants people.
Well, I know, but here's the deal. Okay, he was shot tonight, right? Right?
I don't know.
Isn't that what you told me?
I don't know. I know what they have been telling me. I don't know. I don't know for sure that my friend was shot.
Okay. People were shot in that pickup truck. It very well could be Colton. I'm sorry because I didn't make it out there before I turned around and had to come back out here, or I would know that for sure. So there's a good chance he was shot. I don't care what he does, okay? He could sell coke, he could do anything. It doesn't give anybody the right to shoot anybody, okay?
I completely agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why don't worry about that. If he sells cocaine, he sells cocaine. I mean, it's dangerous, obviously. He sells cocaine, but it ain't. I'm not going to go investigate him for it. The only
I know, but stuff like this happens with stuff like that. This is why I don't hang out with people like this.
It does. What else does he sell?
I don't know. I know he hangs out with everybody in Middleburg that sells drugs.
Okay.
Well, that's why I stopped hanging out.
Are we talking heroin? Or
no, fuck no.
Okay.
I'm just talking about like little jit shit, like fucking cocaine and marijuana, some Xanax on the side, or some fucking dabs, or you know what I'm saying? Nothing like no crack or heroin.
Okay.
Do the people that he hang around with sell that stuff? Yeah. All of them do. They think it's funny to go downtown and sell crack to fucking strangers. They think it's hilarious. I don't think it's funny.
Right.
But they think it's hilarious.
Okay.
They do get into some deep shit. Do I go with them? I went with Joey one time, and that was honestly why I stopped hanging out with that crowd, because of Joey individually. And Colton was just like a friend of his. And Colton like hit me up on Facebook like 2 days ago, and I was in Middleburg and I was gonna hang out with him, but I didn't. And tonight I was bored and I was like, I'm at my house. I'm not at somebody else's house. If you want to come over, come over. Like, I can invite you to my house. How long have you known Colton? Last November.
Almost a year?
Almost a year, yeah. Because I talked to Joey in like November, December, January, and February, and Colton was his friend. So
now be straight with me, okay? Because did he come over with weed or something? I mean, was he bringing dope over?
No, he wasn't bringing anything over. The only thing that I knew that he was bringing was the beer. The beer, that's it.
Is he known to have dope on him? And I'm not trying to say that he was...
That's what I'm... Like, I don't know. I don't know him. He could be completely different of who he was then. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody changes.
When's the last time you hung out with him then? February? So,
I mean, he could still be slinging pounds of cocaine if that's what he wants to do. You know what I mean? But I
just don't know. Okay.
I don't hit him up for like...
Well, because understand, it's just like you said. With his... What he does, this kind of stuff does happen. All right, robberies and stuff like that. Even though you said it didn't seem like a robbery, but that's it. most likely when people take a chance of robbing somebody, especially.
But why my house? I don't even really.
I don't know. That we'll get to the bottom of it. We're gonna find out. But someone decided to specifically rob them at that point for some reason.
That's what I'm saying.
And that would lead me to believe maybe he was bringing over some marijuana or something. And some idiots were like, you know what? Let's get this.
I don't know. I don't think it was robbing. Like, Colton didn't even say, hey, I have a gun in the truck, like nothing. Like, he didn't.
Okay. Well, let's go back. So anyway, so these guys come up. Do Colton and this person start fighting immediately? Is there anything said to Colton? What kind of helped me understand what's happening there?
I walked out the door. Well, I kicked the door open.
Right.
I said, I see you. He walked around the thing. He was laughing. I said, Celeste is putting on some shorts and like, do you want to go or do you want to stay? What do you want to do? And he's like, I don't know. Boom.
Okay.
I didn't even see this person. Like, I really didn't even see this person until they were like on the ground right here. Like, until I saw someone on top of Colton. Like, I thought it was like somebody got out of the other side of the truck and came up and was like playing with him.
How did Colton get on the ground?
The person knocked him out.
Okay, punched him. I mean, came up and stuck him or
I
tackled him?
assume because
somehow
he
like
it didn't, like what I'm saying is like when I was standing on the porch, it didn't look like what happened. And I don't know what happened after I went inside, but like it didn't look like somebody was about to fucking get shot and people were. None of that was.
During the interrogation, Alexandra tries to appear cooperative.
No, not very many
she talks quickly.
Like
and then
she provides long explanations. And she constantly adds details nobody asked for. But experienced investigators recognize this behavior immediately. When someone begins oversharing before serious questions are even asked, it often means one thing. They are trying to control the narrative before the truth has a chance to surface.